Okay, let's go from the Padres. You want to talk about the other team that we paid a lot of attention to in the National League West.
Yeah, well, I mean, here we go. I mean, the Dodgers are the number one seed. It's what everyone expected. Now they're going to start. Well, they get to bye the first round, and they're going to get the winner, right, of the Mets and Padres. I think the Padres have a better opportunity to beat the Mets than they are to overcome the Dodgers in the second round. But, you know, weird things have happened for Dave Roberts' team in the playoffs. Is it going to happen again?
Dodgers, 111 wins. Not since 1906 has a National League team won that many games. That was the Chicago Cubs, who won 112. The Dodgers won 111. And you and I have talked on our podcast in the past, John. This is a Dodger team that had 5 of their 7 starting pitchers extended stays on the DL, and a Dodger team that was missing a number of relief pitchers and doesn't have everybody back and doesn't have a trustworthy closer right now just because of what has happened in their bullpen. Now, they still won 111. You can't take that away because that batting order just wears you out. It beats your brains out. I think there's some issues here with what happens once they get beyond Julio Urias and Clayton Kershaw. If they have to go to the pen early, who's the first guy? Is it the guy that's supposed to be the third starter, Tyler Anderson? Is it Tony Gonsolin, who's had one outing after coming off the injured list for an extended period with a forearm problem? They don't have Blake Trinan in the bullpen. How much can they use Dustin May, who missed a chunk of the season, obviously rehabbing the forearm surgery, then went back on the injured list with back problems. Now he is back throwing. So the Dodgers have some iffy situations if their starting pitching does not give them quality outings right out of the gate. But here's the issue. Dodgers get 5 days off between now and next Tuesday, John, and that 5 days makes a world of difference, especially to these pitchers who I think have got some ailments. I don't think they care who they play. I do firmly believe that the Dodger experience under Dave Roberts in postseason just bides them a lot. I think it really helps them a great deal because they won't see anything in the second round of the playoffs they've not seen before, whether it was playoffs, division series, championship series, or in the World Series. And you mentioned Dave Roberts. I think there's an issue here. There's an asterisk next to Dave Roberts' name because if there's a critique of a guy that's got a .633 win percentage as the Dodgers manager, highest of modern times of all the great Dodger managers, the one critique, the one asterisk, is his inability to make the right decisions as it relates to the use of pitchers. You know, whether that's Scherzer, whether that was Kershaw, whether that was Urias coming out of the bullpen. So there's a little bit of history here that I think is kind of trailing this 111-win team into postseason play. You're calling the Dodgers with this 5 days off.
Well, yeah, you got to like the 5 days off. But here's an interesting scenario that someone mentioned on Twitter. Let's just pretend for a moment that the Padres go all the way. They would have to beat a 100-win team in the Mets, a 100-win team in the Dodgers, a 100-win team of the Braves, and then possibly a 100-win team of the Astros. Has that ever happened? I know in 98 they beat 2 100-win teams, but you still, if I'm a betting man in Vegas, you got to put your money on the Dodgers.
Okay.
And even though you know something could go wrong,